Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Aguirre, and I'm going to read this book for you today because this week and next week we're going to talk about weather and seasons. And this book is very good because it has a weather words and what they mean by Gail Gibson. And you can see from the cover what this book is going to be about it. What is going to be about it? And what we're going to find inside the book. Did you see here that this is the sun? And it says what? Hot. And did you see this cloud? And how strong? And look at the picture. It says thunder and lightning. And right here, did you see the cloud? And it's a lot of precipitation that is snow. And it says snow. This book is going to talk about many weather words. And right here is almost similar to the first page, but this is different. This you can see that it says weather words, and right here, what it says here? Rain. Did you see? Rain is another form of precipitation, and it's raining here. And when it's sunny but not completely sunny, and there are some clouds desert that we call this fair weather. And when it's with a very dark clouds and it's very cold and the precipitation is snow, we call their blizzard. And this is the per page. And now we're going to read this book and try to look at the pictures very well, okay? Look, it's sunny. Why he or she is telling that it's sunny? Yes, because the sun is right there. And she said, I need my boots. It's raining. What she needs the boots for? To not get wet. Good. It's beginning to snow. And he is looking up in the sky, looking at this snow. The weather, we have all the radio and the TV, they always, every day, they tell us what the weather will be. And they say the weather forecast is fair today. Fair, do you remember? The fair is when there is some clouds but the sun is still there. And you can hear the weather forecast in the radio, in your phone, or in the TV. It sure is hot and humid. And how do you know that it's hot and humid? Look at the picture. Yes, they are wearing shorts and sandals. The weather changes from day to day. Weather words explain what the weather is like outside. When we go outside, the first thing in the morning, you will know if it's going to be warm, hot, or cold. Because you feel the weather, because the wind, because of the sun, and the temperature. Temperature is very good to tell us how the weather will be too. And the word is temperature, the word that I just told you. Temperature is the position of the sun is what causes temperature changes. According, if the sun is closer, it's going to be very hot. If the sun is farther, it won't be maybe cold or cool. The weather is made up of temperature, air pressure, how much moisture is in the air, and how fast the wind is moving. Did you see? Temperature is air pressure, moisture, how fast the wind will be, and how the wind will be moving too. Okay, that is called temperature. Air pressure. Air pressure is the force produced by the weight of the air pressing down on the earth. The air is the wind is pressing. The air pressure is when the wind is pressing down on earth, and that is called air pressure. Look at the word air pressure. We have another word, weather words here, and it's moisture. Moisture is the air that comes from water that evaporates mostly from the oceans, because the oceans are the biggest bodies of water on earth, the oceans. And it's for that it says mostly from the oceans, because the oceans are huge, very big. Wind. Did you see the word wind? Wind is air in motion. When the air is moving, sometimes very fast, sometimes slow, and you can feel it in your hair and the trees, everywhere. You can feel it and see it. And the flags, when it's very windy, the flags are moving a lot. And that is wind, the air in motion. Did you see these leaves that are flying with the wind? That is another word, wind. Temperature. Again, did you see the same word? Temperature. The temperature goes up and down. When the sun rises in the morning, the air becomes warmer and the temperature goes up. When the sun is coming, and as soon as coming and coming and coming, it's getting hot, mild first, and then hot and very hot. And when it goes down, at sunset, the temperatures start going down. When the sun sets, the air becomes cooler and the temperature goes down. And sometimes at night it's chilly and not very cold, but you can feel it. What is this word here? Hot. And what is this word? Yes, warm. Hot and warm. Temperature also changes with the seasons. In the summer, the sun is high in the sky. The days are very warm and longer. We have more sunlight during the summer. But in winter, the word is cold. Yes, you read it very nice, cold. In the winter, the sun is low in the sky. The days are cold and shorter. It's getting very dark earlier than in the summer. In the summer, sometimes it's 8 o'clock, sometimes later than that, and it's still light from the sun. But in winter, it's 6 o'clock and there is no light because it's winter. And the sun is different in winter than in summer. And did you see? It's the opposite. The seasons are the opposites. The summer is very hot and the winter is very cold. It's the opposite. Hot and cold. Air pressure. Do you remember that what it was air pressure? It's the air, the air that is very strong and heavier, and pressure the air. That is the air pressure. High pressure is when air particles are close together. The air is usually cold and dry. High pressure often brings fair weather. Fair weather, remember, fair weather is when we have some clouds but still the sun, you can see the sun. And it's with a high pressure. Usually you will see the sky like this, with some clouds and the sun. What is this here? What do you see here? Remember the water cycle? This is precipitation. And what is the name of this precipitation? Rain. Low pressure. The low pressure is when the air particles are farther apart. The air is usually warm and moist. Low pressure often brings bad weather. This is high pressure and this is low pressure. And right here it says it's when the particles are close together, that are very tight together, and this is when they are separate, that they are more apart, farther apart, and makes low pressure and high pressure. Those words are very important words. Moisture. Remember what was moisture? Vapor coming from the oceans. Do you remember? Look at the clouds. And look at this word, humid. Moisture and humid. The amount of moisture in the air is called humidity. Warm air has more moisture in than cold air. Remember that the amount of moisture in the air is called humidity. Warm air has more moisture in it than cold air. It means that when it's warmer, we have more moisture or humidity. Right here in Houston, we have a lot of humidity and moisture because we are close to the ocean and it's warm. The temperatures are warmer here. Usually they are hot, very hot during the summer, and it's very, very humid during the summer. What is this? Did you see? Did you see? This little dot here of water, did you see drops of water? It's called dew. You can see the dew in the mornings. When you wake up, you go to the garden and you will find the dew in the flowers and the leaves. If you would like to know, just wake up early and tell your mom to take you outside to the garden and you will see the dew. At night, when the air cools down, it can hold as much moisture. The moisture that forms in the ground is called dew. This is called dew. This is moisture. If the temperature goes below freezing, the dew freezes, then it's called frost. And this is frost. Did you see? Right here is when it's warm. When it's warm, it's called dew. But when it's cold, that little drops just become frost. That means that it's like a kind of ice in the lips. You see? The temperature goes below freezing. The dew freezes, then it's called frost. Dew, frost. Dew, frost. Did you see? Okay, and so many words, very interesting words that we need to know. When water vapor or ice crystals or water vapor. This is warm air. Did you remember that? Evaporation is called evaporation, and it's warm air that goes to the clouds. And it's condensation, when the clouds get made by the evaporation and they condense and become clouds. Moisture makes clouds too. When water evaporates from the rivers, lakes, or oceans like this, it is called vapor. It moves up to the warm air and forms little drops of water or ice crystal, and a cloud is formed. Evaporation, condensation, and when it's raining, it's precipitation. Remember, look at the picture. There are many clouds, but you can see the sun. And did you remember that when the sun is there and we have some clouds, it's called partly sunny. Partly sunny. See, clouds come in all shapes and sizes. There are three main kinds of clouds. Cumulus clouds are puffy There are fair weather clouds. When there is fair, that is very nice, the weather, we have cumulus. These are cumulus clouds. Partly cloudy. When we have partly cloudy, is when it's going to rain, but this partly cloudy is not raining. Cirrus clouds are the highest clouds. They mean fair weather too. This is fair weather too, but because they are very high and there are cirrus clouds. Did you see? Cloudy. Cloudy means that we're going to have what? Yes, rain. Stratus clouds are low and gray clouds. Sometimes they bring rain or snow. And that means precipitation. That is going to be rainy or snow. It's going to be rain or snow. And we call cloudy. That is going to rain or it's going to snow. And what interesting, that way when you see the clouds, you will find out what are the names of these clouds. Let's see again. Cumulus, cirrus, like this, and stratus, like this, dark clouds, gray and dark clouds, okay? Look at the sky and the pictures. There are many pictures, so nice pictures. There are other kinds of clouds with long names. There are combinations on cumulus, cirrus, or stratus, but the main ones are cumulus, cirrus, and stratus. But sometimes they put two names together. Partly sunny, look, also it's partly sunny like this, that the sun is here, but still clouds here. Cirrocumulus clouds usually mean changing weather. This means changing weather. Cirrostratus clouds often bring rain or snow. It has the two names, did you see? Nimbostratus clouds brings rain or snow. And allostratus clouds often bring rain or snow. There are many shapes and many shapes of clouds. Cloudy. Stratocumulus clouds usually are winter clouds. In winter we will see it like this. In summer like this, mostly like this. Right here maybe in this one, look at this one. Partly cloudy. Altocumulus clouds can bring showers or snow flurries. Sometimes the sun shines through them. Cumulonimbus clouds are thunderstorm clouds. When you see that there are thunderstorms, it means that we have cumulus nimbus clouds. Wow, how interesting is this book? I like it. Did you like it? Yes, it's very interesting. Right here, a cloud close to the Earth's surface is called fog. Fog is a cloud that is close to the surface of the Earth. Did you see? This is fog. Sometimes when we are driving in the car, you cannot see very well. That is fog. Rain forms inside rain clouds. The water vapor that evaporates from below forms tiny water droplets or drops. Did you see? Evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Okay? The tiny drops join together and become bigger drops. And that is rain, another kind of precipitation. When they are heavy enough, they fall. They cannot be in the cloud anymore. They are falling and it's called what? Yes, rain. Wow, this book is very interesting. Oh, too many pictures, too many words here. Rain comes down all in different ways. Drizzle is called this kind of rain. Drizzle is when the raindrops are very small, and we call drizzle. Showers. A shower is a brief rainfall. And a normal rain is that lasts longer is a rain. Rainstorm. A rainstorm is when there are strong winds and lots of rain. That is a rainstorm. Sometimes there are floods when it rains for a long time. And the word is floods. And did you see the floods? The water that is rising and rising up and up and up. Look at these clouds. Oh my God. Oh, wow. This is very big and dark. Thunderstorm. Wow, did you in the clouds the thunderstorm forms and the thunder comes out from the clouds. Thunderstorms are scary. Lots of tiny drops of water whip around made the clouds at a very very high speed. When they rub and bump against each other, they make electricity. When the drops of water that are big enough and there are, did you see, getting together and pushing and bumping, they make electricity. That electricity become a thunder. When enough electricity builds up, it bursts through the cloud and flashes. This is called lightning. Lightning is very hot and heats the air around it. The hot air expands and boom! It makes a loud noise called thunder. And that is thunder and lightning. And look, oh my gosh, that is, it's scary when it rains a lot with the thunderstorms and lightning well, when you hear them, is sometimes scary. Rainbow. The rainbow. Every Everyone loves looking at the rainbow. This may happen when it is raining or just after the rain stops. When the sunbeams shine through drops of rain, the light breaks up into 7 colors, a rainbow, and then a rainbow appears. Did you? 7 colors. This is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, navy, and purple. Did you see? And this is called rainbow. Sometimes in the winter it is snow and snow crystals from when water freezes inside the clouds. When the snow crystals join together, they become snowflakes. When they are heavy enough, they fall. And we say we have a lot of snow or it's snowing. Did you see? And you can see that here the weather is how? Cold. And right here it can be a little bit fresh because he has long sleeves, but it's not cold. Snow falls to the earth in different ways, like fumes are when it is not slightly, like very flurries. Did you see? Flurries are this is a little bit. Sleet. Sleet is snow that melts and refreezes before it hits the ground. Do you remember the precipitation? It could be rain, sleet, snow, hail, and these are some kind of precipitations. A normal snowfall occurs when there is little or no wind. Snow, did you see? Snowfall is when there is no wind. A snowstorm A snowstorm is when a lot of snow falls. It can be windy too. And when it's a snowstorm, it's windy too. Blizzard. This word is very blizzard. A blizzard is a very heavy snowstorm. The snow becomes deeper and deeper, and the wind howls. Howls means that there's very strong and makes a big noise like whoosh, 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 whoosh. Sometimes it hails. Inside the clouds, ice crystals are tossed up and down. Water vapor freezes onto the ice crystal in layers. When they become heavy enough, they fall as hailstorms. Stone. And they are like a little balls of ice. Did you see? Sometimes they are very tiny, but sometimes they are very big. Sometimes, like pimple ball, and they're very big and heavy because there are is ice compacted ice. Compacted means that there are kind of ice that you push together and get very strong, and it's heavy too. Wind. Wind happens when warm air moves up and cooler air moves into replace it. Warm and cold temperatures affect the wind, speed, and direction. Wind direction is where the wind comes from. And gusty winds are strong, breezy winds are cold, and windy. This she's saying it's windy. Warm air goes up, cool air goes up after that. When wind blows with more and more force, a windstorm develops. There are many kinds of windstorms. Often they cause damage. Damage means that they can destroy things. A gale is a strong wind. Gale is a strong wind storm. Did you see gale? That may break trees. Did you see? A gale is a strong windstorm. I didn't know that. Did you see? We learned a lot of vocabulary words here. Gale is a strong windstorm. Hurricane. A hurricane is a spiral-shaped windstorm that comes from the tropics. The tropics means from the ocean. The tornado is a funnel-shaped windstorm that twists as hot air spins upwards, like up in the sky. And these are called tornadoes. Hurricanes came from the tropics. From the warm weathers, they come there. And we have a lot of hurricanes here in Houston. Hopefully this season we don't have any. Okay? And look, when air mass is when air mass here. And when one air mass or a wind comes from this side, and wind comes from this side, in the middle they call front. This is the front. Did you see? Because it's wind, maybe sometimes it's warm wind and cold wind, and right here, and that makes tornadoes. The many combination of temperature, air pressure, moisture, and wind create different kinds of weather conditions. A big area of weather that is the same is called an air mass. The boundaries between two air masses is called a front. The boundary is where the weather changes, right here. Right here. And right in this page says, where are they going? What kind of weather there is? What kind of weather? Yes, hot. How do you know? Oh, because they have swimming suits and they are going to swim in the ocean. Oh, that's good. What kind of weather is here? Oh, yes, cold weather because they have sweaters and jackets and long um, pants, and she's wearing stockings. Yeah, it's brr. And he's saying, brr, it's cold outside. And they're saying, let's go and swimming. It's hot. The weather is hardly even the same from day to day. It means that every day the weather is changing. That's why it's so interesting because not every day we have the same kind of weather. No, there are some variations. Variations means that there are things that change during some days. Okay? And this is the end of our book. I hope you like it. I hope you learn a lot of words here because the title of the book is what was the title of the book? Do you remember? The Weather Wars. Do you remember? The Weather Wars. And we learn a lot of weather wars in this book. I hope you like it. I hope you're learning a lot. And I hope you use this knowledge every time that you go outside and look at the sky and feel the wind and feel the temperature and feel if it's moisture in the air or if we have fog or it's too we have thunderstorms. Just think about every time that you go outside. Um, I hope you have a wonderful time in kinder and that you will be very nice in first grade. I hope the best for you, for all of you. A big hug and a big kiss for you. Bye.